Hey, it's Felice, totally awake, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, then welcome. Now, today I did just want to talk about the sad story of this JW woman, 25 years old, and I have this picture up here. I did get this from avoidjw.org, and I thought it was just a perfect illustration. But I was listening to JW Curious last night, and there is where I learned about this 25-year-old Jehovah's Witness mother that actually stabbed her 45-day-old baby to death. Now, I was very disturbed by this news. And of course, the first thing that's going to come to our minds is the recent talk that governing body member Stephen Lett did, where he said that little babies were enemies of God.
Now, if we think about it, we're not born as friends of God because we're born as sinful offspring of Adam. Actually, we think about it, we're born as enemies of God. Sometimes you'll hear people say of a little baby, "Look at that little angel." But more accurate would be to say, "Look at that little enemy of God."
Now, this is Stephen Lett, one of the 8 leaders of the Jehovah's Witnesses, and what he says hold weight, okay? Because these members believe that these leaders speak for God, okay? They are God's mouthpiece. I like what I found over on Reddit. It says, when was Lett's talk released 3 days ago about babies being the enemy of God? When you tell a mentally ill person the governing body is God and you don't make a distinction, this is what happens. She followed the commandment. She successfully executed a little enemy of God, okay? And I just thought it was really sad, you guys. And to my knowledge, the lady was hearing impaired and speech impaired, and they're trying to decide now if she had a mentally illness, like I've already stated. But this is just terrible. And, no one can tell me that this isn't the result of Stephen Lett's talk. I mean, she did this 3 days later, and she even told her husband, according to the reports, that she did it because she saw the devil in him. So, of course, she's sitting there listening to this craziness, this evilness coming out of this cult leader's mouth, telling her that her little baby is an enemy of God. I mean, just imagine how many people in the audience had their little babies listening to that talk, and they had to look down at their baby like, oh, I got a little enemy of God in my hands, And this lady, if somebody's not mentally stable, then that's their cue right there, And this happens when they don't, this happens sometimes to people and they don't have this type of encouragement from somebody that they believe is speaking for God, let alone you have the encouragement from someone that you think is speaking for God, and you're already, possibly not in your right mind, and then you just go execute a little enemy of God, It's completely sick. That was completely wrong for Stephen Lett to say that. That is not biblical at all. There's no way a baby could be an enemy of God and could be actively opposing someone. There's no way for that. The babies are not little devils, because that's who the enemy is, Satan. So, I just think this is really sick, and it's definitely, in my opinion, a result of Watchtower's evil, demonic, dangerous teaching, okay? This is pure craziness. I mean, those people listening are really in a trance, and this is the type of results that happens after these leaders just spew hate and just spew anything. Really, you just spew anything. You have no give a care, okay? And even their response was very nonchalant, trying to make it seem like they don't condone that type of behavior, but yet that's the kind of hate that you spew at your annual convention, encouraging people basically to harm their children. Because when you telling people that somebody is the enemy, they Satan, you don't want the enemy near you, right? So you're gonna do what you can to get rid of the enemy. Staring you right in your face, your little baby. I mean, it's sick, you guys. And I just wanted to say my little piece about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking more about this Stephen Lett and his nonsense, because who knows what else is going to come from this. I mean, that was just 3 days later after the talk. But, who knows what else is going to happen. What else is going to happen from him spewing this nonsense and at the same time claiming that he's got God's mouthpiece? So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. It's Felice, Totally Awake. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure to like the video, and I'll be back with another one. All right? Bye.